In the last video, I explained the difference between curvature of space-time and curvature of space, and explained that the path of the body is curved in the curvature of space-time, but space is not curved. Before going further into my new theory, in this video, I will try to explain the relation between Newton's law of gravitation and Einstein's theory of general relativity. If we carefully understand these two theories, we can conclude 2 points. According to Newton's theory, the path of the body is linear under the influence of gravity. The path of the body is curved in Einstein's theory. In Newton's theory, acceleration of gravity is linear, and in Einstein's theory, angular velocity or radial acceleration of the body is assumed as a velocity in curved spacetime. Saying these two differences, in Einstein's theory, the force of attraction between the two bodies is reduced to a dimension in space-time. That is, the force of attraction is replaced with the addition of new dimension in space. Let me give you an example to explain what I meant from that. Let us assume that there is a force acting on a body that makes it move linearly with some acceleration. If I stop applying force, after some time it will decelerate and stops at some point. Now assume the force on the body is replaced by the movement of body naturally, or force to be some invisible kind. If we don't see the force, we will assume that the body is moving naturally. Now the position of the body is changing in space coordinates even though there is no force. So we can account this with a new dimension of time and can conclude that body is moving naturally in 4 dimensions of space and time. So a force can be reduced to a dimension to replace it with assumed path of the body. But what causes a force to curve the path of the body? According to Newton's law, the path of the body should be linear. The force should pull it directly towards it. The force causes linear motion. Why would every planet revolve around the sun or a star without colliding? This challenge can be eliminated if we assume that the force in Newton's law causes angular velocity or radial acceleration but not linear acceleration. This can explain why all bodies revolve instead of colliding. Because the path of the body curves, planets never collide with their stars or bumps into each other. This explains relation between these two theories. So the Newton's law explains the strength of force, which is non-linear in nature, and the path of the body can be determined using Einstein's theory of general relativity, where we can reduce the force into dimension of space-time.